Well, welcome one and all to Bike Racing Without Mercy. Happy Saturday. Hope people are good. It's a beautiful one, so I'm sure many of you are going to be getting outside very shortly. But I appreciate you joining. Thanks for all the best wishes. Much appreciated. BBML, Matthias, Mateus, Adam, Craig, JW, Paul Morrison, Radislaw, Tommy Blake, hey Stuart, Lord of the Statistics is here. Michael Burns, Josh Power, very good morning to you all. Hope all's good. Jerome, thank you for the tips on the gradient. I appreciate now I can use the app for that as well, much appreciated. Hiya James. Craig, morning to you all. Hi Johan, thank you very much. And very good luck to Ian Hazel, Will Maper Smith, Sari, Matthias Heitzker, Craig Ward and Craig Lees, who are all taking part today in the Team Vegan Tofu Tornado. It's 4 ascents of Box Hill during this race. It's the London Loop. Hey Phil, how are you? How's the training? Aaron, hope all's good. I hope the sound's alright. Forgot to ask before I did all of that. So, morning Keith. So we did a little training with Paul Hamblett on Box Hill last weekend, and I figured I saw the race pop up. Why not? Hiya Jacob. Morning Lee. Hope everybody's good this morning. Right, let's get to the pen. Morning Monsieur. Hi Adam. Join event. Sound is good, thank you. Yeah, well, yeah, getting the kilometres increased at the moment, Phil. I've had a pretty big week of training for me, even including 100 kilometres outdoors, which is a rarity. Hi, David. And well done, David. I mean, I saw your... Oh dear, what's happened here? Please don't crash on me. Please don't crash on me. No. Oh no, the level of concern is high. We're in a... Oh, relief. What are you doing to me, Wi-Fi? I can't take that. Dear, oh dear. I saw the Crit City race that a few of you took part in. Morning Carl, morning Tommy. Jason, all good. Hiya Jerry. Yeah, it was like a Crit City race, like a 40-minute one, so a long one. I think it was Simon Brown, David Rain and Michael Burns and Paul Elliott. Boy, was it fast. Boy, oh boy, and David, you put down some huge power. And I think, Simon, you only just got pipped by David. Incredible. So very well done last night. Morning, Egoties. How's it going? Thank you for joining. Hiya, Michael. Well done. Well done last night, sir. I know your legs weren't feeling good because you had a big training the day before, but you got it done. Morning, Niels. How's it going, sir? Hi, Andrew. Flanders Endurance Series, beautiful, yeah. That looks like that did look tempting actually. I do like the Flanders stuff. I needed the Flanders tourist one, Tortenkoster, or something like that. Right. So, there's not that many in the race by the look of it. So if I get dropped, it's gonna. My apologies. I didn't realise there's so few of us in it. I guess it's because we're getting towards, well, we're now well and truly into riding outdoors season. What's that, Josh? I didn't see that. What did Josh say? Oh, does that normally? Yeah, not normally as long as that though. My heart was in my mouth, Josh. Hi, Callum. Thank you very much. Hope you're good. Oh, Aaron, my apologies. I did not mean to forget you, sir, of course not. Very best and top of the Bike Racing Without Mercy back pedal morning to you, sir. Hi Callum, how are you? M&S Ice Spice Bun is actually on the deck after this. And one of those Tesco's kind of cranberry rolls that you put a bit of the old honey, or I like putting rhubarb and strawberry jam on the top. Very good indeed. Nick, morning to you. Hiya Bob. No excuse now. Yeah, no excuse for losing. Bob, I have an arsenal of excuses as long as my arm, and my arms are actually quite long relative to my body. The sun does look good. Yeah, I've got an emergency can of Coke also in the offing. I've had my cornflakes. I don't really know what gear I launch in, Callum. Morning Oslo, how are you? Good to see you. I kind of get the revs up to about 90 or so, and then aiming for like 350 to 400 watts. Sometimes I do it out of the saddle. Haven't really given it any thought, Cal. Good point. Right. So tomorrow, I've got the final part in my 3-part trilogy, how I prepare for an FTP test. It's a full 20-minute test with a VO2 max effort before, i.e., in my opinion, one of the harder ones. And yeah, it's proper emotional, so check that out tomorrow. I also show everything I ate and did in terms of recovery ride in the build up to it during the test to make it interesting, so I hope it's of use. Morning Francis, how are you? Hiya Jack, good to see you. Full gas for the whole race. Full gas is not gonna, I'm hoping it's like times 4 VO2 max efforts and quite a lot of zone 2 and 3. I'm hoping. We'll see if others have an idea about that. I wasn't feeling great in the warm-up, but normally I do kind of warm to the task if I give myself enough time in the warm-up. Yeah, I typically warm up in Three Sisters course. Today I did it on Box Hill. I wanted to remember if there was a little hill after the main climb, and there is. I like the Three Sisters because you get some up and out of the saddle section on a 4 KOM. Then I do single leg drills and then gradually have a ramp of power towards threshold. No idea what gear this is, Callum. But this is civilised, isn't it? Look at this. Look at this. Oh, loving this. That means it's going to be horrible come box. There's Ian, me and Hazel. See if you can see Will. Oh, sorry, I've seen. And Matthias. Yeah, solo. Yeah, solo breakaway. Italian style. What is that team in Italy? The one with the kind of maroon stroke pink top that always are in the breakaway. Morning, Chris. How's the collarbone, sir? No outdoor riding for 3 more months. I reckon you'll be quicker than that, sir. Fingers crossed. Sorry to hear that. You're a really nice one, Paul. Sorry, Francis. Just warming up the glutes and the hamstrings. I've obviously done a lot of that in the warm-up. Yeah, the undulations in London are never my favourite. I don't think it undulates this, well, it does undulate this much in real life. Don't know why I said that. Hi, Lee. And learning on the rollers. I gotta say, yeah, it was funny, Lee, and I did have a few little crashes in the architrave there. Also, it's been amazing. I've had really good fitness gains from it. I find doing big blocks of tempo a lot more enjoyable on the rollers than on the bike, really big blocks. Certainly than riding in London as well. Guaranteed top 10, yeah. I hope I don't let you all down. Feels quite pressurised now. Yeah, I've done that, Michael. I also learned in Teams, internally with work, because we normally use Zoom, but when we do Teams internally with work, which is quite a lot as well, even though I see myself in the full screen when I'm looking at everybody else, and there's that little box that you see what you look like, all they can see is the top of my head. That's been going on for nearly a year. Can't believe it. The level of embarrassment is high. Not for client meetings, luckily, or external, just on the internal teams, not sure why. Yeah, I've ridden these roads. They're full of traffic lights. There is a bicycle lane, which is pretty good, but it's still got... Bicycle lane does get you down the embankment quite quick. That's what I used to get to Regent's Park. Yeah, it's going to change. It's going to go full gas on the hill. Yeah, they thought it was upside, yeah. I'm not sure, Lord. You'd have thought if the software cropped the image, it would show me looking how I look to other people. I need to have a look at the cropping. You're right, though, sir. The hair sweep. Cheers, David. I'm going to get a sponsorship. Who is it from? Heads and Shoulders. So just at the end here, I expect it will have a little burst of power. Yeah, Jane did a nice effort on the haircut, didn't she? So you're right, Callum. And thank you, Callum, for writing to What Bike for me. I appreciate that. It's very nice of you, sir. Hey Ian, how are you? A 300 plus report card. Well, you'll find out on Sunday, Ian. The full test will be revealed. It's the VO2 max effort before the 20-minute test. That's the one I went for. And there's controversy. Cheers, Callum. Yeah, that was good for opening up the lungs. Just gotta get my rhythm on. Still not feeling the rhythm at the moment. Morning, Martin, how are you? Do we have the good weather in Sweden, sir? Or is it still awaited? The stains in the carpet, yeah. Thank you for all of the tips. The WD-40 stroke bike chain grease remover worked well. I then used some of Jane's makeup remover. I haven't yet tried the fairy washing up liquid or the bicarbonate of soda. Hugely appreciated. Morning, Lee. How are you, sir? I've got this, yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see at the end of the first climb how I'm feeling. Morning Liam, how are you? Well, let's try and get the cadence up. Come on, I'm all over the place here. Nice one, Martin. Raining today, yeah, it would happen at the weekend, wouldn't it? It's been alright in London actually. Yesterday was a full rain day, but had some decent stuff at the start of the week, and it looks alright for about the next 3 or 4 days. Yeah, definitely, Chris. Moving the rollers back to hide the evidence. Well, of course, the watt bike to the side. Oh dear. Sun in London, yeah. Sun's out, guns out. Full double buy. Awesome in Marlow today, nice one, Michael. Are you going to be out in it a bit later, sir, or tomorrow? Alright, just got to get my game face on now. Oh, you got the kids yet? Maybe later, nice one. Alright, here we go. I'm going to try it, Lord, see how it impacts on my sleep, but yeah, definitely, mate. Looking forward to WTRL with back pedal. The mental fortitude needs to prevail here, Callum, otherwise it's going to be boring. The official start of the official outdoor KM here. Sorry, Lord. At least Paul Hambler isn't here, or Tim Fulford. I'll be dropped by now. Or Phil Rich, he'd have me dropped. Cheers, Phil. Thanks, James. Cornflakes and sugar, mate. That's right, James. Cornflakes and sugar. About an hour and a half before. Lots of sugar, 30 to 40 grams. Ask David Raymond. Tim is putting down some huge numbers outdoors. 1 hour power. Tim Fulford. That's his Chris Pritchard on the KOMs. Check out Chris's recent KOM, it was really good. 1 second off Ben Zwift. So going along here last Sunday, I had to be at full gas just to get 3 minutes of recording of Paul Hambler outdoors. And we were going along this stretch here. You need to add some more sugar to chopping this, Jane. Well, this was civilised, wasn't it? Compared to what I was fearing. We'll see though. There's always a descent. I reckoned this because I need to remember if we had the little hill, and there is. It isn't there in real life. Just coming in a sec. You don't get this little thing. Dear me. That was alright. Hopefully that's a nice little legs and lungs opener, and I don't get dropped here in the tunnel when we come back out up onto the Tower Bridge. Thank you very much, everybody. That was nice. Oh, that's it. Come on, Philip. God, concentration, Philip. Yeah, cheers, Stuart. Hopefully I can. That's the intent. I think everybody was holding back a little bit there, which is what would happen in a real race, I guess, over the first couple of climbs. Yeah, you're right, David, FTS. Here we go. Yeah, so they've all got a bit more 20-minute power than me, Lord. Or have they? No, I've got more than some of them. Oh, there we go. Morning, Sheldon. Yeah, I'm so sorry about your training was going so well and you got COVID. I hope it's mild. How are you feeling today, sir? It's easy to get gapped on that little escalator, Tommy, for sure. I've been gapped there. I've been gapped everywhere, really. I've been gapped on the flat. I've been gapped on the hills. I've been gapped on the descent. I've been gapped on the climbs. I've been gapped in the crit. But at bike racing without mercy, we shall never give in. Only just starting to feel like I've got my rhythm. It really can take, like a 20-minute warm-up, or 25, 30 minutes actually I had, and the first lap of a race, or first climb, to feel okay. Yeah, positive mental attitude. Right. So I've got carbohydrates in one bottle. Hey Nixter, how are you? How's your racing going on, Zwift, sir? Congratulations on joining a team. Hopefully not full gas till the final climb, but we'll see. Morning Mick. Yeah, small group. There wasn't many in this race. Hi Darren, how are you? Title of my sex tape. Well, I hope it stays that way, Sheldon. Yeah, similar to me, Paul. Sorry, Francis. Crikey, done it again. Yeah, similar to me, Francis. We've got a diesel engine and he's waking up. Morning, Steve. Yeah, I'm better with a negative split, that's for sure. Or a short burst of energy, then a negative split. Some of your timber to go better on a downhill. It's very, very kind offer that. Yeah, very, very kind of you. Morning, Patrick. Yeah, I like that. The Mystic Meg approach to understanding who won the bike race. When I was the first to Cat A in the mixed category races, I'd regularly get beaten by Cat Bs, to your point, Patrick, because they're better at deploying their power. They know when. Hi Tom, morning to you. Morning James. A race in the road is not yet, no. I think I would crash because I would follow the corners. Maybe one day. Scott from Comhunt TV has done that a few times. Very impressive on Crit City. New power meter. So how was your power then, Darren? How did it fare on a new power meter, up or down? How was the speed? Hey Marco, how are you? Good to see you. Yeah, Lord is the Mystic Meg, I guess. Lord, you won't even know who Mystic Meg is. She used to make predictions ahead of the UK National Lottery. Morning Alex, how are you? I haven't watched Shane Miller's yet. I had a really busy week this week. What did he say? Oh, I'd love to have a classic crit race with you outdoors next to that. It'd be awesome. How's it going, Alex? Yeah, nice one, Darren. That's a good solid start, isn't it, that? Yeah, it'd be about the same. I always reckon I'm 5, sometimes 10 watts lower outside because there's other factors at play rather than just getting your head down and deploying the power. Sorry, my window's opening. Hi Alan, how are you? Was it a tough old race on Thursday? Marco, what did you get up to? Tell us. Yeah, more kind offers, Nick. I thank you very much. Let me pontificate on the kind offer of more timber. I haven't watched that. That was the E3 Classic, the E3 Bank or whatever it's called, Classic. Yeah, I'm gonna watch a bit of that. I got it on record. Yeah, so that's a nice ride in the sunshine. Basically zone 2 plus a VO2 max effort. Although we only really got to a bit of threshold on VO2 max on the first time. I've actually put on 0.5 kilogram because I've been doing more strength training again. I reckon the muscles have got more glycogen in them. Upper body. Oh, come on, Philip. Hey David, I'll try and stay strong, sir. Your 2-hour fast session, nice one. Is that fasted? Yeah. You'll be happy with yourself once you got up off the sofa and done it, sir. Oh, there's an official race prediction website, is there, Patrick? Oh, right, okay. Gotcha. That's pretty cool. Put the link in. Let's close the gap. Yeah, we picked up the pace on this lap. Nah, too difficult to stay away at this stage. Power PB, over 16 minutes. Nice one, Marco. Oh, race pace. Flipping out for 2 hours. Nice work, sir. Crikey, David. Well, yeah, get up off the couch, have some carbohydrates and a coffee. Not too big though, in terms of the coffee. Hi, Innocent. Thank you very much. Let's see if we can hold it together on the second climb. Cheers, Chris. We'll see. Not feeling so strong today, in all honesty. Right, let's get my head in the game here. So I didn't see about the Shane Miller video, my apologies. So I'm gonna have to concentrate on that in a second. Well, 60 minutes. Number two of 4. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I'll be very grateful, thank you. Here we go, Jane. Sorry, James, need my glasses on. Does anyone know if it's a summit finish? Alright, do we finish here or up by Tower Bridge? I think it's up by Tower Bridge. Hey, Michael. This is harder. That was harder. Yeah, using the power of David. Be the tortoise. Morning. Oh, dear me. That was hard. Dear me. Morning, Dominique. Oh. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, that was a lot harder, that. Oh dear me. Hi David. Hopefully a podium, but they're very strong riders here. There's another couple of climbs yet. And that was quite close to my limit. Nice one, Patrick. We have the prediction. Lord of the statistics. Do you agree with Patrick? Gut feel versus an algorithm, or a human algorithm versus an app. Right, here we go. Just going past my house. Hello house, or flat, sorry. Oh. The hometown favourite, yeah. There's no spectators, virtually, but I've got you guys. Oh dear me. 125. Thank you all so much for joining. I hugely appreciate it. Means a hell of a lot. Thank you for watching. Please give it a thumbs up. That's brilliant. Cheers. Oh, come on. High cadence is key. Oh dear me. Yeah, there's been a few when it's been really wainy, but yeah, I cycle over it quite a lot. I haven't got the local legend though. I think that's because I often turn my computer off on the middle of the bridge. I don't know why. I just do. Oh. Yeah, I only ever notice the scenery when I'm watching others live stream as well. Francis. It's a lot prettier than it seems when you're riding. Yeah, dear. So as I say, tomorrow I've got my 20-minute FTP test and everything I did the day before, eating, stretching, recovery ride, ahead of it. So that's Sunday's video. It's more about what I do ahead of it all. That's what this little trilogy has been about. Nothing special, you'll learn. Other than spin out the legs the day before, make sure I eat well. Same as I do anyway. But it's quite a good 20-minute test. Quite a mash fest. Yeah, that was a bit silly. Hear me. Yeah, definitely Marco. Going outside our comfort zone is what makes the comfort zone so much bigger, isn't it? Stronger. As Arnold says, through pain comes pleasure, because through pain comes progression. Good pain, not hurting pain. Discomfort is what he means. Through pain comes progression, therefore pain is my pleasure. That's the quote, sorry. No worries, Nick. My pleasure. So here, how are you? How's your training going? I'm guessing it's still enjoying Zwift, sir. Enjoy the hill repeats, Nick. Oh. Van Imp is quite fast, isn't he? Oh dear. Doing okay. The plan is to try and stay in the group over the next climb. No more, no less. I'm not feeling like tip top. I'm feeling fine. I'm just not. It's not like an amazing legs day. I'm having to be out the saddle to get the power down on the climb. They're flexing on me. Is that right, David? Who was a pro? Well, he's certainly flexing on me. Yeah, Lucy, yeah, no, I knew it wasn't this one. But, hear me. Come on, get yourself together, Philip. Morning, Scott. Yeah, I often watch live streams when I'm working too. It is a pleasant distraction, especially the working from home environment. Creates a bit of social contact. I love that too. Thank you. You alright, Carl? I'm not sure who's riding the captain for. Is it Scott? I'm not sure, or is it Marco? Oh, Marco, you're a B now, aren't you? I'm not sure. My apologies, 1 second. The nutritional plan has been cornflakes and sugar, Bruno, beforehand, about an hour and a half before. Big bowl of cornflakes, 40 grams of sugar. And then I've got 50 grams of fast digesting carbs there, water, and of course, the Coke, half used so far. So during a race, taking down about 85 to 90 grams of carbs and probably 80 or 90 before the race. Dr. Hugh, how are you? Yeah, they're kind of flexing on us a bit in terms of the breakaway. They're certainly strong enough to. Right, let me get my stuff together. It comes around so fast. Bit of variation here, a bit more in the saddle this one, hopefully. God, I feel terrible. There's so much here, David. I'm with it. He broke us on the kicker after Box Hill. I'm going to ramp the power back up. Cheers, Georgia. Like your build up to your MTB race season, sir. Check out Giorgio Capella cycling. He's actually going to go racing outdoors. Nice one, Giorgio. Looking strong, mate. Yeah, I should have used the power up. I'm sorry. I was so on the limit, I couldn't get my hand to the keyboard. Right, just settling back down now. That took me way into the red. Real struggle to recover after that. Oh, sorry, Patrick. I've had plenty of carbs, so I think I'm okay. Francis. No, it's when you go so deep into the red, it takes the body time to recover. Glycogen has to get back into the muscle. ATP needs to reset. That takes time. And the heart rate needs to come down. But definitely all the tempo, i.e. 220 to 230 watts with surges every 2 minutes for 60 seconds at 400, that helps. When you've got to go from threshold or VO2 max right into anaerobic and back, the training is what pays off there. I'm feeling properly tired now. I think he's a bit too strong for us, Dominique. I need to get my head back into it. You're right, Stuart. I've had my Coke, yeah. I think he's got 39 seconds on us. I think you might be in a lag, Dominique. Yeah, last climb coming. The window's blown open. He's wedged it, and I think sorry to hear that, Andrew. That's my kind of trick. Cheers, Jen. It's quite windy here in London. Yeah, new fan setting. Hurricane. Very good. The level of calamity is at a peak, David. A peak. Right. It's going to be empty the tank time on Box Hill, I reckon. If not, on Tower Bridge. Oh, dear me. Dear Lord, make me grateful for what I'm about to receive. I am truly thankful. I'm not. All the liquids. That's right, all the liquids. Right, we're now at level of concern is at a peak. We're at DEFCON 1. Do not let yourself down, Philip. Only 10 km to go, that's right. Ian, only the 10. Cheers, Agnes. The feather, yeah. I've got my little pointer ready to go. Sometimes I really do wonder why we do this. Cheers, everybody. Can't get a gear. That could have been worse. Yeah, Lord, that is on my mind. Cheers, Stuart. Yeah, the escalator, good call. Oh dear. Oh, I'm irritated myself. On the undulating terrain in the running, and this isn't an excuse, I mean, this is how it is sometimes. On the Atom 1, you've got a lag. And so my gearing was all over the place, you know. 1 minute I was over geared, the next minute I was under geared. And that cost me, I reckon that cost me a second and third place. And obviously, they dropped me on the escalator, but I clawed back in with the aero. If I could have saved the aero, it would have been better, but I'm really irritated with that. To be honest, I'm sorry. I'm really irritated with that. I mean, I was right on the limit, as you can see. I mean, 270 odd watts on a circuit like that, where you're not always hard pedaling over an hour and a half, is a lot. I mean, it's a lot for me. Yeah, Marco. Yeah, hopefully. Callum Shand, he wrote to What Bike, and also the What Bike PR people have been in touch to see if I'll be interested in an Atom 2. And I think I very much am, because I believe the lag is a lot less pronounced on it. But we're hoping to move house, so I can't take it for a little while yet. Oh, dear me. Sorry, I'm literally all in. That was withering. I'm just going to get the legs turning over and we'll have a chat. Oh, sure. Actually, let's have a quick look at the power curves. Thank you all very much. I really appreciate all the encouragement. I know the mistakes I make, and I know it's frustrating to watch, and I apologise. I'm a slow rider. You can't win them all. No, I haven't won one yet, though, is the problem. One mental health ride at a time. I wish, and I rarely podium. And there was a prime opportunity to podium at least there. And so that's why I'm angry at myself. I keep squandering it. I squandered it on Bologna a 3 or 4 weeks ago, didn't I? Let me have a quick look. Yeah, so the 5 minute power here is decent, you know, given I'm repeating that a fair bit. And the 1 minute power as well, you know. That was on one of the climbs. And so where do we go to the, we go end ride, don't we? So yeah, so show you my settings, there we go. 100% train difficulty. You'll see I'm doing a lot of up and out the saddle. When Paul Hamblett and I went to, where do we go? Box Hill, I experimented in the saddle and out the saddle with the same effort, the perceived effort. I kept it the same, and I've got a little video. I reckon, for me personally, I'm up 10 to 15 watts more out the saddle, but about the same speed on a 5 or 6% gradient like Box Hill. It's about the same. Spoiling the video here. But obviously on Zwift, if I get out the saddle on the flat, I don't get penalised. And I saw Adam Zimmerman, and you see some of the indoor specialist guys, and they spend a lot of time on the flat out the saddle. And I reckon that's why, because for a Zwift tactic, you're getting more watts, and it doesn't give you the air resistance negative. It assumes your avatar is nice and aero. So it's a bit of a hack. Obviously on the climb it's legitimate. I wouldn't have gained anything on the climb, but when you're in a crit race, for instance, a flat one, you're spending nearly all your time in a saddle, plus some accelerations to get going out of the saddle and then back in, because it's more aero if you're taking the air. That was my learnings over autumn and winter of 2019 and 20. So that was so there's the trainer. So wait a second, let's go to the end ride, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. So basically, the objective of the day was to have a good race and hit 4 VO2 max efforts, because I haven't done many VO2 max. The first was more of a threshold effort, but you can see here, definitely VO2 to the max and a bit of anaerobic as well on the other three. So that's a nice little training in the books, as well as a good race. Calories are nice. TSS is high. And there we go, 5-minute power. It's not a PB, but in a Zwift race, I got the PB actually on the Ford KOM on the Four Horsemen route the weekend before last. This ride, 20-minute power. Where's my hour? Oh, hour and a half power. It's right up there. Look at that. Let's get to the hour and a half. Come on. Yeah, it's right up there as a decent ride, especially when you think about how much time you're off the power on the descents. So you reckon more power comes? Yeah, I think you're probably right there, Ian. It isn't free power, although I think it depends on the rider. And you're quite a light rider, Ian. And one of the things I noticed is like the Yates brothers, for instance, they spend a lot of time out the saddle on the climb at tempo. And so when I did a training earlier this week at the inner circle of Regent's Park, yes, my imagination does know no bounds, I did half an hour of tempo seated straight into half an hour of tempo standing, and I found it very, very comfortable. And I definitely find that when I'm tiring in the saddle, if I get out the saddle for extended periods, I can sustain, whether it's threshold watts or tempo watts for quite some time, feeling quite comfortable. I do think it comes at a cost. Probably, you can't do it for hours on end, I guess, but it breaks things up. And I think if you do strength as well, and I do obviously a lot of strength, the core is strong, the legs are strong, and the upper body is strong to stabilize yourself. And so I think it's a kind of thing that can be trained, but I'm only kind of guessing at the moment. I'm still experimenting with it. But definitely on those little sort of 6-7 minute climbs, it was good. Yeah, 30 minutes standing, it was good, David. So I did the most boring of circuits, because obviously it's central London. I did an ed training session and I did an hour of tempo, and I literally did half of it out of the saddle. People were looking at me in the inner circle at Regent's Park thinking, what is this guy on, I guess? But I don't care. It's just one of those things. Yeah, I think if you're lighter, it probably makes it, look, 78 isn't heavier. Oh, here we go. We're going to have like, who's the heaviest now? Two things. Sorry, what was that, Michael? Atom 2 is fab on the gearing. Excellent. That's good to know. There was a good video, timing the sprint on Zwift is key in a small group. Wait for others to go. Yeah, you're right, Michael. It was a case of wait for others to go. I should have done. I just felt that they had so much bigger power than me, and I assumed they had power-ups, that I had to try and go for it. And I would have held that, because I can hold that 600 watt sprint for about 30 seconds or so if the gradient hadn't undulated quite so much. But I will check that out. So 1 minute, I mean, out of the saddle, I sit at 400 to 420, in the saddle 395. Yeah, but this is what I'm kind of finding. But I guess typically out of the saddle, you'll get any air resistance unless you're on the climb. And so that's why I think it's a bit of a hack. Let's get back to my original weight. So you're currently 190, is that right? One mental health ride at a time, and you've been heavier. Okay, well yeah, definitely if you're on a downward trend, that's a good call. Definitely great for the health. I reckon the cycling, if you just keep increasing the kms on the bike, gradually ramping up the intensity, and just stay mindful on the eating, the weight loss will just come and come and come and come. Fingers crossed. It's not like that for everybody. We need to start celebrating how little watts we can do for a given position. Yes, Phil. Yeah, the more I cycle, the more I learn this. It's like, on the flat, obviously, the more aero you are, if it feels comfortable to get into that aero position, and that's the key. It's the flexibility, but also practicing it. You're going to last a lot longer than me, who I'm still pretty upright when I'm in the saddle, so I'm not ultra aero. But the moment I'm down on the drops, I lose about 20 watts. Is that normal? And and it doesn't feel as comfortable. It's like the breathing is that little bit harder because you're kind of a bit more crunched up. I can't ever imagine doing the old time trial position. So what was that? Oh yeah, you were 190 at 95, having got to a low of 78. I mean, that is insane. So flipping out. I mean, that's a really good story. That's a YouTube series in its own right, how you manage that. So yeah, I mean, what was your number one tip, one mental health rider at a time? I can see why you call yourself that on YouTube. What's the number one tip? Obviously consistency, but what was a thing that made it or breaked it? Needs practice. So you are working on the drops a lot at the moment, Phil. Yeah, Goose. Yeah, I mean, he is the arch master of energy efficiency, isn't he? Definitely. Oh, we could talk about this a lot, Ian. So it depends on the context of the ride. Yeah. Because a lot of what I do, of course, is like anywhere from an hour to a 3-hour training session. If you're on a 6-hour ride, I guess the out of the saddle is really only there to break things up. I mean, I was talking to Paul Hamblett about it, and I reckon there's probably some kind of optimal combination of in and out of the saddle on a climb for me. But a short climb, I reckon out of the saddle just mixes things up a little bit. Because my little derriere gets a little bit sore. Keep motivated and keep pushing. Yeah, don't listen to the naysayers. Don't listen to the naysayers. 100%. Whatever your ambition is, there will always be people that say, why do you want to do that? Because it's not because they want to sabotage you, it's just that they're quite happy with you as you were. And they're quite happy, them as they are. They don't want to feel pressurized to change themselves. Whereas if you say, I'm not going to listen to the naysayers, the people that say it can't be done, the people that say it's not right or it's not healthy for you to lose all that weight or whatever, the people that offer you a donut when you're sort of right into the salad phase of the weight loss sort of journey, that's the naysayers, isn't it? You just got, and often it comes from family, sometimes close friends. It comes from funny places, the naysayers. Yeah, power PBs all the time. Yeah. Well, I mean, Phil, you are the master of it. When I see some of your rides outdoors last year, in terms of, huge watts, in terms, like the 220, 230, 260, those, like huge watts, but over a very, very long period of time. And you have to be super efficient to achieve that kind of sustaining and a nice efficient tempo, in effect, for such a long period of time. I've got a long way to go in terms of my journey and riding outdoors. I'm nowhere near as learned, let's put it that way. That's what I quite like. I quite like the process of discovery. You were told you would never amount to anything in life, and you're chasing the Olympics. Wow. And which discipline are you chasing the Olympics in, may I ask? An ex-CO elite level overseas. That's amazing. Chasing the Olympics. Let us know the event. That's incredible. Yeah, hopefully it will come, Nick. Hopefully it will come. You keep it fun. Do you know what? For me, sometimes I wonder, when there isn't races and things, like objectives and all that kind of stuff. But for me, it is the pleasure, the simple pleasure of training, whether it's turning the pedals or lifting some weights. For me, that's where I get my fun. And the Zwift racing and obviously the live stream is the absolute icing on the cake, because you have all the chat and the sense of community. It's done a huge amount for me in terms of my mental well-being, which has wobbled around quite a lot, like for many people over the course of this pandemic. Cross country elite level, incredible. So how long is a cross country race? They're at that kind of level. Are we talking like 20k, 30k, 100k? I've got no idea. Sensational. That's right, Lord. WTRL, Cat A, Cat C riders. Lord the Lego, he of the statistics, is recruiting. Backpedal. If you download Discord and check out the Discord Backpedal channel, sign up. There's a spreadsheet where you can sign up and join the WTRL racing season. It starts, I think, on Tuesday. It's either the 5th of April. It's definitely Tuesday next, not this coming week, the next week. Different times. It's all in the evening, like 5 p.m. European time, 6 p.m. UK time, around that time, right the way through 7:30. There's different races and teams, but definitely sign up. It could be fun. Well, it will be fun. I'm going to have a try at it. I don't tend to do very well at evening, so therefore if I find myself not able to sleep and all that kind of stuff, I will have to knock it on the head, because for me the recovery and the sleep is super important. I am like a bear with a sore head if I don't sleep reasonably well. And you know, I'll have to look at how work pans out, because obviously I work for a Californian bank, and you end up quite a lot of meetings in the the UK evenings. Brad Wiggins on Saturday Kitchen Live, not an amino acid in sight. Yeah, well, Brad Wiggins, he was super disciplined, wasn't he, when he got down to weight for when he won the Tour de France. Paul Hamblett was saying to me that the Tour riders, you know, in terms of the food is obviously very bland, but they cut even the fibre, because fibre is apparently heavier in the body. So I guess he knows a thing or two about an amino acid. But he probably doesn't bother himself with such things. He's put on a little bit of weight since then. I expect he could still take me down on the climb though. I mean, that boy, 420 watts in a TT position for an hour? Incredible. Nice one. Yeah, the editing is, you know, I'm going to give kudos to Jane on the editing. The editing is absolutely key to it all. And you're going to do ZRL as well, Katie. Nice one. What time are your races? I think that there's male and female pretty much all right the way through in Europe, from early evening for about 7:30, 8 p.m. UK time. 4:40 it was it? Okay, I'm sorry, Sir Bradley. 4:40, didn't mean to deprive you of the 20 watts, because that does make a difference. You won't bring down the back pedal numbers, Agnes. Put yourself forward, and you do like training in the afternoon or evening, so you're probably perfect for it. Perfect for it. So you go 1 hour 20 minutes, 32 kilometers. Wow. So you're running 32 kilometers in an hour. 300, 400 meters elevation. Well, this is the cross country, is it? One mental health ride at a time. Because that's insane. That's like, wowee. That is incredible. 4.5 to 5.6 kilometers a lap. So you're going at, what's that? 1 hour 20. No, you're not doing 32 kilometers an hour. No. Let me know what's going on. You're doing a mixed B. Nice one, Katie. 1945. Wow, that's a late time to train. Proper late. You better give yourself a little bit of time just to calm the body down afterwards and get in some of that vitamin C just to get the cortisol out of the body. Thank you very much, Phil. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate that. I am sort of starting to feel stronger, and actually it's because I've been putting a bit more kilometers under the belt on the rollers, but also now a little bit more outdoors. And definitely I'm learning that it's not just intensity. You do have to put in the hours on the bike. I prefer to do it at tempo rather than zone 2, but I'm sure I'll find that sort of tempo gets me so far, and I then need to do more hours, including more zone 2. But that's a kind of a personal sort of enjoyment thing, going back to having a bit of fun. I've actually learned to like lower tempo. Cheers, Graham. It went all right, actually, yeah, until I squandered, from the jaws of not victory, but from the jaws of, say, a podium. I managed to grab, not defeat, but mediocrity once again with the 4th place. But no, I'm pretty happy overall. It was. I'm glad that it was decent viewing in terms of, there was something to watch until the end. But the mental toughness needs to get a bit better. Link to my channel. What's my channel? Oh yeah, send a link to your channel. Definitely, One Mental Health Ride at a Time. Put the link in your channel. We'll check it out. just around the corner. You're in the Shard. Okay, well, I'll give you a wave. I will do from the balcony a little bit later, and I'll have my Ice Spice bun with you. Anyway, hey Phil, thank you very much. Appreciate that. I'm gonna. What was I gonna say? No, I'm mixing you up with Phil the vegan, Phil Zwift. My apologies. It's good to have you on board, even if it is only briefly. We just had a little race there. I'll show you the critical power timeline, sir. Hope you're keeping well. It was like a VO2 max 4 times Box Hill. There we go. But look, thank you all very much for tuning in. It's hugely appreciated. I'm going to have a little ride outdoors hopefully tomorrow, a little bit of tempo. I hope people get out, start enjoying, hopefully seeing wherever you are in Europe, a few more friends outdoors and family outdoors. I know there are a few lockdowns commencing again in France and obviously Germany. I'm sure we've got a non-linear, bumpy road with a few twists and turns to come here in UK still. But yeah, sun's out, guns out. Hope everybody has a nice weekend, and thank you ever so much for all the support. It is hugely appreciated. Oh, you're right. Okay, so 32 kilometres, 400 metres up each circuit, riding a single speed. Gotcha. All right, a single speed. Everyone loves them in London. And actually, I can see the benefit of a single speed in London. I just need to grow one of those nice little moustaches that they have in Shoreditch. Anyway, in the meantime, whoever you are and whatever you do, please remember to live, thrive, and stay healthy. Take care all. Thank you ever so much.